To adjust all the dates in your class from a single screen, you can use a package called Adjust All. This is turned on at Irvine Valley College. If you don't see it in your menu on the left, like it is here, you can go to Settings, Navigation, find Adjust All, and if it is disabled, for instance, find it and enable it. Make sure you go down to the bottom and hit Save, and it will show up then on the left side in your left navigation in your course. So Adjust All is a really nice package. It will show all of the dates in your class on one screen, but it'll also allow you to do various other minor changes, again, in one screen instead of having to deal with your whole class individually for every single aspect. So here at the top, you see that I have modules. Inside this module, I have particular assignments that are due and stuff like that. What I can do is I can now break this down into these various components. I can view all of my announcements. And when this gets done spinning, here are all of the announcements that were going on for that class. So what can I do with these announcements? I can set them for particular dates. I can also make them go to the end of the semester. So instead of 2019 here, maybe I want it to go 21, and then maybe December 17th, 21. All right. Now, one of the nice things is I can then copy this by right-click copy, or by Control-C or Command-C, and then I can paste that in every one of these locations. And this now changes that date. So it will now happen at the end of the semester. And that allows me to go back in at any time to any of these, and I can make them available at any moment in the class. I can also delete one. See, it says final January 20th. Well, obviously that's not going to be correct. So I could just go ahead and delete those, or I can leave them and fix them later. So deleting, just literally click on the delete, cannot be undone, delete, and that one now is gone. I save it when I'm done, and all of these announcements have just been moved to the end of the semester. I can work on all items at the same time. Again, we just let the spin at the top go until it's ready. And now you're looking here at modules and things like that. So I again can delete them, but you see how it's got lock until. So I can actually go in and I can lock this module until a particular date. So let's say it's January 4th. And so nothing in the module can happen until January 4th, 2021. I can also then go in and on this assignment, I can change the due date. Notice this is 2020, so I might want to change this to be 21 first, or delete the whole thing, and then click on it. It'll bring me back to where I've been before. I can arrow over. Lots of different opportunities. So when is this due? Let's go by January 11th. All right. When is it available from? Maybe I want to pick today. And notice now the lock date, I need to put in a lock date. And that's the until date. The same thing here. And you see that that came up. Now, it may give me a problem with this available from date because the lock date on the class is after that, so I may have to move this to January 4th. Here we go. There, just to clean it up. Now notice you've also got the ability to publish and unpublish assignments. So here, this is to mute or unmute the item. It's muted, means the student can't see their grade until the feedback. Would you like to unmute now? Go ahead and unmute. And you see that symbol the symbol stays the same, but you can adjust that. You can just do a shift on due dates. So shift on due dates allows you to look at all of these and just shift them, move Monday to Sunday or something like that. All right. Unpublish the assignment or publish the assignment. And I can delete it. I can also add for a various section. So if I have a cross-listed class, I can, in this screen, hit the plus and have one section be one due date, available date, and until date, and the second section be another one. So it's a very nice feature if you have multiple sections in your Canvas shell. Again, I can take and copy this. So Control-C, Command-C, and Control-V, Command-V. And it warns me if I do anything that doesn't make any sense to it. And now I have just moved these over. Some of the other things that I can do is here I can select all of these. And up at the top, I have options for what I can do. So I can unpublish all of them. I can unmute all assignments. Okay, and notice now they are unmuted. They can be seen by the students. So I might want to select everything and go here and unmute. Once it's done spinning, then I can look at it. And you notice that the symbols are changing. I can do this for all of the assignments, modules, anything that I choose to select, I can do that all at one time. It's taking a minute here to finish. At the bottom, I can go down and I can hit save once it's ready. And this is indicating that there's some other things that need to finish before it can save. All right. So for instance, I may want to look at this and remove all dates, shift all due dates, populate all dates. Okay. So I can shift all due dates, and this is Monday to Wednesday, that type of thing. I can also populate all dates, enter the due dates you'd like to populate your course. So this could be all of it. Your whole course could be done at one time. You can overwrite existing dates if you want. This is to move everything into one particular time period. So this would be if you have your whole class set to everything is due maybe at different times, but you might want to put in the until date, available until date, and make that be sometime in the future. All right. And then hit apply. Maybe do a lock until. Apply. Now as I apply it, everything will be the until dates will be changed. The lock until dates will be changed. Everything will be changed in this class for this particular the change that I chose to make. And we're letting it run for a minute. Notice under all dates, it allows us to choose a specific section, different groups if we have them, etc. And then if I click on something else and click back, it will reload. And you notice all of these due dates are in here. If I go to modules, you see that they are locked. If I look at assignments, you see that they all have until dates. February 28th, 2021, right there is that. That was a discussion. Oh, here's an assignment. It says the until date is there. And in fact, even on this screen, you can see available until on all of this. So it has adjusted everything for me based on what I had put in adjust all. So adjust all gives you the ability to adjust basically all of the dates in your class from one screen. It's a very nice feature.